Alright, and we're back. And this is the first week of July, 4th of July week in comics, which I had it explained to me why this week is kind of on the smaller side of things. But they are starting a lot of big events, it seems. I mean, you got well, not really, you got Trinity War. You got...
But nobody's reading the Pandora book. They didn't even send it to us.
Right, that's true. But you also got,
Ray Fox is a great author, though.
You also got the Prelude to Infinity. I mean...
Again, Prelude to Infinity.
I get that, but... I don't know.
It's new stuff. It's not ongoing.
But it's not, I mean, like I said, most comic shops are not going to be open Thursday or Friday.
It makes sense. So, there you go. But
kind of like comics will, though.
And we have some pretty good solid stuff for you. You might notice this little lady... I could wait till when I talk about DC, but I'm going to talk about it now. This is my Silk Spectre Before Watchmen statue. It's my first statue. I'm very proud of it. It was designed by Amanda Connor, and yes, I already broke it taking it out of the box. There's a very small...
He had it in his hand for less than a minute.
On the base, no, as I was taking it out of the box, I hear like a little crack noise. I was like, really? I was like, already? And on the base, you'll see there's, well, you may not be able to see it, but there's a lot of broken bottles and syringes and a pair of sunglasses. And I broke part of the already broken. And it was designed to have broken.
Sunglasses.
Yeah, rose-colored sunglasses. So there you go. Oh well. But it is an amazing-looking statue, and I'm pretty excited for it to be my first one. I love Amanda Connor's artwork. So yeah. So with me, as always, is Mara, Brian, and to my far, far left, TJ. He is here, just at a distance. But we do have some pretty good comics, so might as well quit pussyfooting around, as they say, and just go into the comic books. So Mara, what is going on from our smaller publishers?
Well, it's not a very big week for the most part. We have some pretty popular ones. Thief of Thieves coming out. The new 10 Grand coming out as well. Suicide Risk, which had a pretty strong start. And I glanced through it and it looks like it's going to continue to be a good series. So.
Very cool. And... And I picked up, just out of curiosity, an issue of Archie, because this is issue 645. I have to know, like, what is it about Archie? And I figured it out. Archie, if you can tell, doesn't have nipples. But, other than that, if you do want to know how to have the ultimate guide to summer fun, you should pick up this new issue.
I just like that you're oblivious to the fact that Silk Spectre's right in front of you, so the comics you're holding up are just being blocked by her.
Oh, there you go. There's your nippleless Arch. But also, another thing I noticed about Archie comics, I love how all the advertisements in it are for other Archie comics. Like, there's nothing else.
It's almost how Marvel is now, too.
I guess so. But yeah, if you want your ultimate guide to summer fun, even though we're mostly halfway through summer, pick up Archie.
Well, you just haven't had fun yet.
I guess not, yeah.
Finish up the year, the summer with fun.
There's a Super Soaker and a hot dog and a big old thing of cotton candy, and a giant watermelon pickle.
I think that's a surfboard.
Archie. Alright, over on DC, though, going for something that's insanely light, we have Swamp Thing and The Movement and Larfleeze. But no,
it's just Green Lantern.
Yeah, but he's in
well, now there's a comic called Larfleeze, so you can't just throw that name around.
I guess I can't throw... You're right, I can't throw the name Larfleeze
It's like saying Wolverine is out this week. Well, I mean, he's in Avengers, but the Wolverine book didn't.
And his 6 other books. Yeah, Charles Sewell. Having a lot of fun with Swamp Thing, which from what I hear is awesome and doesn't happen that often. I haven't been reading it. I actually dropped it off my list, but you know, if I keep hearing good things, maybe I'll have to pick it back up. The Movement, number 3 with Gail Simone's The Movement. I really like Freddie Williams' art in this comic. Good solid story. It just hasn't found that hook yet that really can keep me going. But issue 3 is out.
Unless you're into Wildstorm, and then Rainmaker showed up in issue 2, so that's
I feel
kind
like
of
the problem with the Movement is just there's so many characters that they're trying to introduce, and they're brand new characters, aren't they?
Yeah, except for Rainmaker, I think they're all new characters. The
Right.
Rainmaker's not even, I don't think, even part of the team. She looks like she's maybe a villain.
And I agree with you there because it is like I can't name. There's the rat kid.
And there's the kid that like turns into the devil.
I guess that's my biggest problem. If this is gonna be a monthly thing, I have to be concrete with at least one of them. Green Lantern, once again, kind of a new creative team. You got Green Lantern protecting some Green Lantern babies from Larfleeze and his orange avarice army of illusions. So
Constructs, dude.
constructs, dude. Green Arrow is fighting Count Vertigo. All right. I don't know. I think
I stopped reading it too.
Batman. I think he's fighting like anti-Batman. I don't know.
It looks like Deathstroke. I think.
I read a solicitation of this, and it said something along those lines. I don't know, guys. You'll have to let me know on this one. But there it is, the Wrath of Batman. I don't know. I know the Penguin stuff is wrapped up, so there you go. And finally, it is Grant Morrison going away Eve over in Batman Incorporated with the second to last issue of Grant Morrison's run. And I love the cover. Batman just picking up that dude, that Damien killer. No, that's not the Damien killer, is it?
That would be Talia.
That's Talia?
That is the costume that Talia has worn as a disguise. For spoiler alert for the past
Great job. You spoiled it.
7 to 8 years.
7 to 8 years, that's not a spoiler.
And that's not true. It hasn't been 7 to 8 years.
When did it start?
I don't know, but
Batman and Son was it not 2006?
that she was in that dress like that.
Okay. Well, he's been writing it for 7 to 8
Okay,
years.
well that yes,
Also, there's a big Superman omnibus, but
it's not new. That's why
It's
I told
not
you can't
new.
talk about it.
I'm not picking it up, but it's out there.
It does have a sweet Darwin cover. Now that we're talking about it, might as well show it. But the insides do not look like
Yeah,
that.
it's like Action Comics 1 through 30, so those were...
If you're interested in that, that's cool, but it does not look like this.
It's some real primitive stuff. Unless you're a historian, I can't really recommend that as a fun read.
I am highly interested in it.
But read Action Comics #1 and then let me text me tonight and see let me know if you're still up for that.
I understand that it's primitive to today's comics, but it's fun to see where the character came from and how he started out.
Yeah, I agree, but I really don't think there's even any like origin stuff as we know of Superman and that stuff. I don't know if Krypton. I don't think.
No,
Krypton's
he wasn't
explored.
an alien
Like,
until the Silver Age.
He's like that's all fighting bank
Was he
robbers.
not?
What are you talking about?
No, he was always an alien.
Yeah.
He was always
Well,
an alien from,
okay,
from
he
Action
wasn't-
#1.
But a lot of what we consider
Yeah.
his origin built up over the years and over the years.
I mean, you get
But I think there's the Krypton exploding and stuff.
you get that one panel, but I mean, I think even that one they say Jonathan and Martha Kent are dead,
Probably so. Yeah, they
so-
died pretty early. In the
so you don't even get like Smallville stuff. But that's
Because they
neither
don't
here
do
nor
that
there.
till Superboy.
We were talking about this more than I really wanted to, so let's go over to Marvel.
All right, Marvel. We got Avengers 15, the Prelude to Infinity, starting up. Started up last issue actually, but we got some crazy aliens going on that theoretically tied to Thanos. We got the new Hank Pym book, Avengers AI. I'm not incredibly excited about it, but it might be cool. It's got Doombot in it, so that's cool.
Is that not Hank Pym?
Hank Pym's right there. He's the guy that looks
Oh.
like Hank Pym.
I guess he created the Doombot.
This is
I
the
didn't really
Doombot.
understand
The
that.
Doombot is a Doombot.
I didn't really understand the ending of that Hank Pym issue where
I
he's
didn't
holding
either.
like the helmet of Doom. So I thought like he was
I don't know.
like he's gonna dress up as Doom now.
Yeah, just flipping through it, he's got like a half-built Doombot.
Okay, dude,
Well,
I'm
man,
trying- I'm
you know,
asking
look
questions.
at the cover, man. This is Victor from Runaways, if that helps you.
oh really?
Ultron's son.
That's pretty cool.
Alright, next up we got Iron Man 12, continuing the kind of strange new secret origin of Tony Stark.
Dum Dum
Weird, it's a
Dugan.
weird idea, but it's kind of cool. It does have Dum Dum on the cover. Who's probably in it, son. And then we got, last up, we got the first issue of the new What If AVX book, where I think the idea is Hope does take the Phoenix power and bad stuff happens. I flipped through it and I saw some bad stuff that does happen. And that's all I got.
All right, I guess we're ready for picks of the week. TJ, why don't you why don't you slap your pick of the week on down? What is your pick of the week?
My pick of the week is this Wolverine omnibus by Mark Miller. It contains Wolverine Old Man Logan and a Wolverine series with art by John Romita Jr. I have no idea what it's about. I've read parts of Old Man Logan, but never the whole thing. I'm pretty excited about it. Also, Marvel just knows how to do their omnibuses, because you take the slipcover off, and it's got pencils for the cover, back cover. I mean, the binding's really tight on it, and it's just a really well done omnibus. So this thing's only $75, and it's 25% off at Conway Comics. So that's awesome.
We'll have to order one though if you want it.
Yeah.
Because TJ got the only one.
I mean, but that's with anything though.
Sure.
There is something that, and this should probably be in the video cast, but reading the Archie, there's a book called The Art of Betty and Veronica.
Mhm.
I kind of want to have that in my bathroom at all times.
That doesn't sound cool at all.
All right, moving over to what?
Is that where Stuck Spectre's going to go to? Just in the bathroom?
Yeah, she's gonna hold my toothbrush.
Now we're getting dirty.
that was like a step up.
My pick of the week is Ferris. I love this series. We're now into the India Fables arc with the Maharaja and
Prince Charming.
Prince Charming.
Mhm.
Yes, for those who didn't catch that 2 issues ago.
Yeah.
So
Crocodiles.
it's a really pretty.
Or crocodile, there's just one.
Yeah.
But he does talk.
I didn't get a chance to read it yet.
There's
I
a
don't think
dog
that was much of a spoiler, but there is a
No.
talking crocodile in it.
So
There's a dog
That's all I'll say.
in a while.
Hmm?
In a while. Crocodile.
Sure, I guess.
but again, you don't have to know much about Fables at all to enjoy
yeah,
Ferris.
no.
It's out there. You know, it's enhanced if you do know about Fables, but don't be afraid to pick it up.
Yeah, my pick of the week is from Image. It is an issue 1, and it's from Matt Fraction. I'm really excited about this, and I'm not really sure what it's about, but I know Howard Chankin from Black Kiss is doing the art. So,
I did read it today. It is really good.
oh really?
Yeah.
So
I was planning on talking about it, but you took it away from me.
We'll talk about it.
It's all black and white inside. They do a really good job kind of setting up this chaotic environment that the story is told in. There's a lot of things going back and forth throughout the story, and then all of a sudden you have a big event that happens. And Matt Fraction has said that it's part murder mystery. There's a little bit of like sex, drugs, and alcohol thrown in, and it's going to be a good series.
yeah, I can't. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do this, but I mean I'd recommend this to anyone, but don't really expect like Iron Man, Hawkeye-ish kind of stuff. I mean, if you read like Casanova and stuff like that, along those lines probably.
Today at the Image Expo, they were tweeting what was going on, and it was announced that this series is going to be very similar to Casanova as far as its quality.
So weird.
Yeah, and with Howard Chaykin, and this looks like, well, it's his art, but it looks like Black Kiss. I mean, not really with the weird, crazy sex stuff that happens in it. But
You
like,
do know that Howard
but,
James
I mean,
does
the-
more than Black Kiss.
I know,
This
but
is-
like, didn't he do American Flag?
He did do American Flag.
Yeah.
He's done.
I mean,
back in the 80s and 90s, he was pretty big.
When you open it up, it's pinups of
Right.
ladies in lingerie. So it's just kind of be aware what you're getting into.
Yeah, but it's. I mean,
It's
It's
awesome.
it's a big kid comic.
it's
I
like,
assume.
but like PG-13.
Yeah,
It's not
it's-
rated R, is it?
No, I can't imagine it's going to be anywhere near. It's not gonna. It's not gonna be Howard Black Kiss. Yeah.
No,
But that's not all he does.
Right.
it's going to be very plot focused.
Yep. All right.
All right, and mine is Earth 2 from DC. This is a horrible cover, so don't let that throw you off. But it's still James Robinson, Nicola Scott for at least another couple issues. And basically the team is finally coming together. Green Lantern and Dr. Fate and The Flash go into action against Steppenwolf, so it's pretty cool. And TJ's whispering, so that's bothering me, so I'm going to stop talking now. But it's good. You should pick it up before it gets crappy when James Robinson leaves.
Oh, but Injustice guy.
It is Injustice, guys, so hopefully it'll keep up. Nicola Scott is sticking with it, so I'll probably keep reading.
All right. Well, is there anything else, guys?
Should we talk about Image Expo?
What about it?
I mean, we can. It's going on. I don't have any notes on it, or I don't remember exactly what all
Seemed
that
like a lot of
announced.
stuff got announced. Matt Fraction's doing another new book at Image.
Rick
Not sex
Remender's
outside of
coming
sex
on.
criminals?
What?
Yeah, another book.
Like a
It's
third?
Odyssey,
Odyssey.
but it's
Yeah.
spelled weird.
He's switching the gender roles of the Odyssey and
Yeah.
making
Pretty
it sort of
Deadly.
futuristic.
Pretty Deadly is one.
Pretty Deadly is going to be amazing.
Go ahead and pre-order that. It's gonna be good.
Rocket Girl by Amy Reeder and Brandon Montclair has been
Yeah.
announced for Image, and
Straczynski's doing a new book. I don't remember what it's called though.
Jason Aaron's doing a new
Oh
book.
yeah, Southern Bastards. That looks like it'll be cool. All I know about it is it's Southern Bastards. But
He said a really messed up version of Dukes of Hazzard.
yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. Dukes of Hazzard on meth and something about somebody weird fighting Boss Hog. I don't remember what it said.
Oh, and Walking Dead's going to start coming out every 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's right. For 7 months, it's going to be bi-weekly.
Oh, and the
Oh,
first
boy.
issue's been released in color.
Oh really?
Whoa.
Walking Dead
Number
number
one?
one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Walking Dead
Walking Dead number
Okay,
one. Sorry,
okay,
not the
okay.
first issue of new stuff, but they're going
Still,
back.
that's weird, right?
Yeah.
That's
It's kind of like a was it anniversary or some sort of like, yay, we did it. Thank
Well, I know
you,
the-
fans.
The bi-weekly thing is the battle that's going to be between the Hilltop and Negan and Rick's guys. So
Okay.
that's probably. I'm sure there's some sort of
Yeah.
anniversary.
I gotta catch up on this.
It's been pretty good so far. I know they also announced they're doing another one of those Telltale games for Walking Dead. If you like that one,
Yeah, the 4,000 or whatever, the 400.
400 days.
Yeah, so it looks like a lot. I'm glad we condensed our pull
Oh,
list. To pick
Velvet
up.
is the other one. Ed Brubaker
Oh, yeah.
and Steve Epstein.
Oh, yeah. I saw
Looks
that
like it's gonna be
too.
cool. It's gonna be
Yeah.
like Moneypenny from James Bond gets her own, has to go into action, spy action.
So on top of all of that, we still have Saga. We have Walking Dead and a slew
Invincible.
of other Invincible, Peter Pan's Files,
Manhattan Project.
Manhattan Projects.
Yeah, Image is the
Yeah.
place to be for right now.
Image's little hashtag on the bottom of this Pretty Deadly comic is what's next. And I mean,
Yeah.
they are obviously
Yeah.
stepping it up and becoming a bigger publisher than
Right. I mean,
ever before.
Walking Dead
And
has given them some clout, and then
With
Walking Dead
Saga's
is
success.
Saga and Fatale.
Yeah.
Fatale doing so much better than Criminal and stuff did at Marvel. It's paving the road for some creative
Jupiter's
stuff.
Legacy as
Jupiter,
well.
yeah.
I mean, everything that's big is coming out at Image. So
Good
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty wide range. I mean, they still have Savage Dragon. Like, if you're into that stuff, like, you can still pick up Savage Dragon, you can still pick up Swan and all that.
Yeah.
And then you can pick up your more independent stuff. It has that bit of diversity that Marvel and DC just can't have.
Well, you know, since Vertigo's not around, there's nowhere for creative own stuff to go. Unless
Granted.
you go with smaller companies.
But granted,
is
Vertigo
on
announced,
Tour
yeah, 16 titles.
Yeah, but none of them sound as
I know,
exciting as
I
the
know.
Image books we just talked about.
But it's something.
They're
I mean,
trying.
Dead Boy Detectives I like a lot, but it's like I don't even remember who was the creative team that was on it.
Just
so,
keep
I
buying
think it's
Ferris.
the same guys that have been doing the Dead Boy Detectives in the
yeah, I think
Was
it
it Halloween the
But
Ghost?
again,
was it Ghost?
We
Yeah.
don't know who that is. Neither one of us can remember.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, but
And they
still.
got Sandman Overture, which
Yeah.
is going to be awesome.
Sure.
And
Heard the artwork is going to be fabulous.
It's
for
nice to
that.
know
Like
that
Neil
that's
Gaiman's,
actually in existence. Like, that actually is going to be made.
Well,
No, I never. The only thing that even had a little bit of doubt is just when Karen Berger quit. It was like, ooh, that might almost knock it up. But
so yeah, that's coming out in October, right?
yeah. Starting in October, it's going to be bi-monthly, so every 2 months. So a lot of people are going to just go wait for the trade, but
Mhm.
it'll be awesome when it's done.
Yep. Well, so if you're a comic book fan, well, good for you.
Your wallet's going to hurt come
You're-
October.
Yeah. But from the SecretLifeComicBooks.blogspot.com, Brian's going to first tell you where we're located. Where's Conway Comics located, Brian?
If we were fancy, we'd have graphics. They would say Conway Comics.
Yeah.
Had-
If we were
had
fancy, we'd have the ability
255
to edit
fans
and
for-
stuff. So.
But we're not.
Yeah.
But at least we don't just read the solicitations.
Oh!
Burn!
Guys, don't talk about Comixology podcasts like that.
Oh, you wish that's what we're talking about. 255 Ferris Road, right behind old UCA.
Mara's going to be mad at all this.
I didn't.
From the Secret Life of Comic Books, when we fade out, we could have the us like joking around and laughing.
Put up the
behind
Secret
the
Life
scenes.
of Comic Books
We
logo
fade out.
that.
We don't fade out. I tried one time to have us captions with like our names on it, but that was like so hard to do that I was like, forget it.
I'm sure there's plenty of 8-year-olds out there that can show us how to do
I
it
know.
real quick.
We just like I like to say me buying an iPad, like this makes me tech snappy. Sorry. Like I bought this. But from the Secret Life of Comic Books.blogspot.com, I'm Matt Wood.
I'm Mara Wood.
I'm TJ McDonald.
And I'm Brian Keown.
And y'all have one happy 4th of July.